Hello, I'm Tobey. I'm a Springford Shikang master and a psychotherapist. The focus of this talk is on the theme of longevity with a specific focus on joining wisdom. Now, longevity for me isn't just how long can I live in physical years, but it is like I'm going to live a long time so that I can study more deeply, understand the universe more thoroughly, and get to know more about who I am and what I am. So with this idea of wisdom, wisdom is something that you're trying to connect to the past in order to move into the future. It's not so much an individual thing, like how smart am I, but it really is a collective thing. What I love about Springford Shikang is in Master Lin's teaching about connecting with your master's energy. I realize that word master is a struggle in lots of cultures and lots of people's lives. But if you think about connecting with your teacher's energy, from an ancient wisdom all the way on, then it has a little different power to it. So he would instruct us, before we do our movements, or before we do a meditation, and things like that, healing work, connect with your teacher, your master's energy. You're trying to bring in all the power and all the wisdom and all the information that these masters, these ancestors have collected. You're having a recognition of their wisdom and their depth of knowledge. So no longer is it, okay, now I'm going to do these movements, I'm going to do these push-ups all by myself, as if no one ever did that before. No, I'm already bringing in this energy, this master's wisdom into the work that I do. I love that focus with Springford Shikang. It is so powerful. It got me wondering about, teachers in school, even online or physically, and students, like starting the day with a connection to the many, many histories and many, many years of teachers that stretch before this one teacher. Or the students say, I am a student today, I have a teacher. I'm a student like many students before me. I'm a student all by myself starting my day. No, I'm connected to a long history of students. So learning how to connect to that really then connects me into the future. A number of years ago maybe, I ran into this man at 6 in the morning. He was delivering bread, to this grocery store. We had a quick little conversation in the parking lot. He says, yeah, I give bread, in order to start everybody's day. Without my bread or my donuts, how can meetings happen? How can people go on with having toast or sandwiches? So I am the one that feeds the city like that. He had a smile on his face. He wasn't, pumping himself up. But he was also, in a way, recognizing the value of what a small job is. And he also said, I'm delivering bread to this city, just like many other people in the past have delivered bread. So I think that kind of connection to the ancestors of those who made the breads and gave the breads on, to make his job not bearable, but more important. The reason why he gets up every day was because of all the ancestors, of making bread and giving them out to the community. Now he's what? Making bread, or at least getting the bread out into the community. It's wisdom. So he joined in wisdom. It wasn't just a job, it wasn't just a union, it wasn't just, well, I'll be done by 3. Oh no, I'm a part of a history moving from the past and moving into the future. That's longevity. Taking in, the past, and how is it that I want to move into the future? So recognizing, maybe taking that moment or two to say, who am I recognizing? The cultures, foods, activities really are recognizing the past. This food came from my grandmother, from my great-grandmother, from my great-great-grandmother. Or this food came from my ancient history of my culture. Or these activities, or these dress, or these symbols came from a long time ago. And not like I'm doing everything on my own. I'm moving all that wisdom into the future, from the present into the future. That's tying into longevity. So how can I learn to live longer so I understand the ancestors moving more deeply into the future? Thank you for listening.